Alrighty, we're back.
Bruh.
But heckin'.
Hi.
Alrighty. Or Bernard a little bit there. Just, heat it up just a very small plate, just so I'm not, like, nom-nomming the whole time, and that way I can just, if I'm still hungry after a couple hours, I can just serve myself a somewhat bigger portion. Heckin'. I love how, like, I put the potatoes to warm up before stream. So they've been in the warmer for a bit. So they're nice and hot and fresh again. And I fucking love it. I can eat roast and shit like this, like, all day, every day. I am not a picky eater, as many people know. So, like, can I eat the same thing over and over again? Abso-fucking-lutely. Alrighty. Ah. That works too. Ah! Using one hand here. Alright. Let's go to Jacques Tourelle. Be very, very careful while I eat. Because it's so easy to get fucking gravy on shit. I should probably not be a weaver right now.
Okay.
Just a hunch. I love buttery biscuits.
Yeah.
Alright, Aaron Bell. Ooh, we get more banana.
Bnuuy.
Banan. Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoil to cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliolo, where they're sold off. You said he sold a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'd wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Huswatwi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to, Huswatwi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that, we'll expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if we Hooties carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign ignorance? Oh, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. a duel. That perk didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wiggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child, the Wilds understands the importance of duels and old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the Vulture. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? I say as long as we get the bracelet back. The bracelet's really important to you, huh? Don't worry. I'll see to it that you get it back. Hi, Yawa! If you're satisfied, then so am I. I know I can count on you. I was seen in Toniton, Yaoi. It's probably best to stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the Vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You'll want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to Husatawi. I keep saying the name different. Once you've got the Vulture there, it's best I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's get to it. Hold on, I've got 2 pieces of meat left. I started freaking destroying this and I'm like, this is a very tiny portion. How are you? Clearly hungry. Ow. I love Montreal steak spice. On roast.
Also, you know you can join, right, Zara?
Yeah, you can. Don't worry. I'm just shamelessly licking my plate clean. If Jester was here, he'd confirm. But you see how my model loses its tracking? That's because my face is in the plate. Oh, fuck yeah, that was so good. Alrighty. Food's done, hands-free. Let's go. The Yehesekia. The pterodactyls were likely that Shetona's doing. What's his angle? And then there's the brat. This past time I dealt with him. Perhaps a gentle poke will get his attention. What's this? An unfamiliar face in these parts. Ahem. Have you need of the Dust Watch, miss? What? Zekoa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned into a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, miss. Might it trouble you to take me to him? Alrighty. Well, yes, of course. Come with me.
Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, Shashanawezi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. Hello, Emerald 012. It's funny that they let you still ask him about town.
Yeah, it is.
Final Fantasy Texas. Texas Fantasy. Is this the place? I don't see him. Just a little further. Very well, lead on. I realized something? You realized something? What have you realized?
So we do say Texas because that's the modern meme of it, but as Anthony will reinforce, the Wild West actually wasn't that prominent in Texas.
Oh yeah.
No.
Final yeehaw. Oh shit. I was like, where's my spells? There we go. Cerulean fields. There's gold in these fields, blue gold. Best be wary of the beasts in these parts. They prefer to snack on cerulean, but for you I'd reckon they'd make an exception. Are you saying that I am a snack?
Spelled incorrect.
It dawntrailed on me how I know what 14 players... Now I know what 14 players have broken down cars. It cause they don't know any mechanics. Eh.
And the rootinest tootinest of the cowboys were actually, if you can stomach to hear it, gasp, Latinos.
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely.
What were they called? What were they called? They were called
They were called vaqueros.
yeah, thank you. I'm like
Vaqueros, but because y'all white people can't say it properly, y'all said buckaroo.
Is that where that came from?
Yup.
Huh.
Yup. It came from white peopling.
White people taco. Nah.
White people talk. Yo, white people taco, those be fire. Okay, no, but like literally the word for cowboy was vaquero. Vaquero. Where you can actually hear so the word for cow is vaca. And vaquero is someone who deals with cows, thus cowboy, because they're mostly men. But again, you had the settlers come in, they don't know Spanish, and they hear vaquero because the V kind of sometimes sounds like a B. So vaquero, vaquero, vaca, 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 vaquero, do, like that. So buckaroo. So when people were saying buckaroo, they were trying to say vaquero, but it kind of telephoned really badly. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, the original cowboys were the indigenous Native Americans and the indigenous South American Mexican people. In our defiance, those white people were probably drunk as fuck.
Also, they were probably bastardizing it a bit on purpose because racism.
They're probably also doing that too. I mean, yeah, to be fair, buckaroo is usually used as a passive-aggressive insult. So, a good chunk of the context. But yeah, there's your factoid of the day for those that didn't know. The word buckaroo stems from the bastardization of the word vaquero. Is this the place then? I could have sworn I left him here. Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. This is some sort of joke of all that. Let's keep moving. You're probably gonna keep maybe seeing me. Oh, damn. Okay, the other one gave up. And just leaves me with this one. Oh, never mind. It changed its mind and wanted to come back anyway. Look, I'm a little squishy white mage. There we go. This better be the place. Ah, now I remember. My patience is wearing awfully thin, miss. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I both dearly regret. Going to kill me?
You would fail, but I'd still be hurt by that.
How audacious of you. Oh, God damn it. Get his ass. Oop. God damn it.
It's funny with Wolo, because most people would look at her and think she's a total pushover.
Oh yeah, of course. Ask about the new polytenders. Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw, needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Oh, okay. I mean, if he's tied up like I've totally said he was, it's not like he's going anywhere. I just can't seem to remember where I put him. Okay, I think he's here. Right, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zekua? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me. Where could he have gone? Instead, I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you.
You haven't had enough yet.
Oh, there he is! Want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. See, I was telling the truth. Go over there. I'm gonna be begging for a stop by the time I'm done with you. Ooh. It is so wool-coated to just get super lost like this, though.
Hey,
Nah.
don't put that on all of us.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me,
It's
I see.
very squeaky coated though.
Yes. 1 second. I just have to check DMs really quick. So funny that all it takes to ruin this man's day is a 300 yam walk outside of the village.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
It's so weird hearing American accent.
Hey, that's my jewelry.
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola.
Getting whiplash hearing English voices for the first time in like 2 years.
The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Come to think of it, I have seen you with the bracelet. I know it was a different line of dialogue, but I don't really like come off.
Of this, Woohoo-tay?
I don't like come off it.
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
It's like, a bracelet? I have bracelet.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way.
I have to use the bathroom.
The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Woohoo-tay, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it. Let your pistols do the talking! Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
They even got the fucking tumbleweed and everything.
Yeah, I love this part so much. I love westerns. This shit's my jam so much.
Yup. The freaking tumble crab.
Yeehaw. And of course, as the
Oh,
protagonist, you
shit.
can't just one-shot him.
Yeah.
Like, they say shit a lot in this region.
Oh yeah, they say shit a lot. This is actually my favorite part of MSQ.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Hmm.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Yeah, considering the voice direction, I do like musing to myself how exactly Arenville developed his accent. It's fun to think about. Well, if we meet his mom, we can figure it
Just
out.
a man of the wilds, like you.
But yeah, no, Arenville sticks out even more so if he's from this general side with his
But
accent.
to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Bnuuy.
Bnuuy, okay.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow.
Cowboy Arenville when tempted to make another alt.
What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Sheriff Catman.
Here, this was Vauwuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes. A person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the Vulture.
Alrighty. I just gotta do a quick BRB, a quick tummy babombly. So I will be right back. I won't go BRB screen though.
That said, with Aaronville and his accent, we have some clues.
What was that?
Aaronville. So he's from the north, meaning the American side of Tyrol, but by the same token, given his relationship with Wuklamat, we can surmise he was largely raised and socialized on the southern side.
Yeah.
He's also a Vieira, so it would stand to reason that his cultural influences are a bit more varied, given their significantly longer lifespans compared to other races. He also spent a great deal of time in Eorzea.
That's true.
And if I'm right, he seems to exhibit a Scandinavian or Icelandic accent. Which is similar to the Vieira in Eorzea. Go for it, Zara, and also why no join?
Good.
How dare other people occupy your time when I want it?
Okay.
The nerve. Hee. Yeah, I thought he was probably younger, given he was quote-unquote childhood friends with Wook Lamat.
Yeah.
But I guess we could say his accent is part of his Eorzean cover, since at that age he's definitely spent his entire adult social life playing the role as Charlatan Gleaner.
Mm-hmm. I love the Phoenix. Andrew is very much a funny character. His funny accent.
All right, we're back. That took a
But
bit. That took a bit, unfortunately. Oh.
Welcome back.
That ended up
I
being
was
rather...
mostly musing on Erenville's accent.
Oh, yeah. That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew, finally it's over. I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. This delicious banana milkshake. Erenville's relieved to see everything set to rights. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shishawenzi Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. I see a blue quest here. That's probably an Aether quest, hopefully. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, there's probably somebody in there. Can I go in here? Oh, it's upstairs. Oh. Can someone travel, does he? Alrighty. Cannot simply explain this all to your grandfather. Let's see. Have plans soon that I've been stepping away to call people chores day today. Yeah. The thing about Erenville, this upsets me. They chose to make him 25, which makes me sad considering he's a long-lived race. I was really hoping he'd be like 200, 300, but they didn't for some reason. Big sad. He can still be adventured in season, but if you're going to make a long life species, why not use it? Weird to me. I mean... I can see what you mean, but I kind of don't agree. I'm fine with the fact that they made
He's a sassy
Erenville.
bunny baby.
Yeah, he's, by his racist standards, he's a baby. But at the same time, it makes more sense that he's young than if he was older. Like, he grew up with Wook Lamont. If he, and the way he kind of is around her is he kind of gives off this, like, next door neighbor's kid vibes, where he's like, he grew up with you and your parents were friends, but you guys aren't friends. You guys are quote unquote friends by proxy, but your guys aren't friends. But because your families know each other and because they were technically around, you guys were around each other and grew up together, you kind of know the ins and outs of one another. And the only way you can have that is if he grew up around, if he grew up with Wook Lamont. If he was already an adult and then met Wook Lamont as a baby, he would probably see her similar to the neighbor's kid. In that, like, he's an adult and this is, again, like, your friend's kid, and probably be a bit more protective of her out of that. Where again, he treats Wook Lamont like, you know, a bit of a boy next door kind of, or a bit of a detached sibling. Also, if he was older, then why wouldn't he be traveling with his mother? If he was older, if he was at least in that upper 50s or that 50 to 100 range, there would have been no reason for him not to accompany his mother, for him to not accompany Garul Jaja. And then because of that, he would have probably seen the City of Gold with Garul Jaja and his compatriots, because it's assumed that they've all seen it. And thus he would know where the City of Gold is. And there would be no reason to tell him, hey, go out into the world and explore and see different perspectives and stuff, and go look for the city. Oh yeah, it makes sense considering D2's story. I just love some older Vieira because I love the trope. It's a very personal bias. I mean, we have had an MSQ Bnuuy that lived relatively long. We had Lena. We had Lena in Shadowbringers. She was definitely past 100 because she had been with the Exarch almost her whole life. And we knew that Graha was at least in the source for 100 years. So, like, we at least have Lena. So they have used, they have in the story, in MSQ, given us a Vieira that has lived a good bit of time. It's just, unfortunately, now, because of how Shadowbringers was.
With him being young, the main curiosity is why he was sent out on his own as a cultural toddler.
Yeah. I got bad news about Lena. She's 33. She's 33? I thought she grew up. I thought she had apparently, like, grown up with the Exarch and been around a lot longer. She's only 33? Huh. That's interesting. I would have thought that she had been, because she was like, I mean, huh. I would have thought that
she's not very old.
She's not
He
old
adopted
either.
her as an actual babo.
I also thought she was 100 Lamau. Yeah, no, I thought that she was one of the first people that, like, he adopted and then has been with him the whole time. That's why she knew him better than anybody else. Yeah, but remember, dude's been here for 100 years. Growing up around him means anything around 100 to 20 something years. Again, I feel like the way just things were worded, it seemed like she had been around a fuck ton longer. But okay. Never mind, I stand corrected.
Always remember, Grahil lovers, man left his daughter behind.
The whole point of me keeping
To be
quiet
with
was
his crush.
Yep. Okay. No, I thought Lena was around longer. I'm guessing the only other reason then as to why they give us young Vieira is so that, like, they can be more relatable. Having them already experienced all this other stuff and having them be sage advice might maybe not be appealing to them. I don't know. It's interesting, though. Again, I could have sworn that Lena was older.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Vista. I definitely know the fucking... The Bnuuys and the Raktika are definitely old.
Yeah.
Look out.
It's mostly that the two main Vieira reps are a daughter and childhood friend trope respectively.
Yeah. There they are. You're here for the money? I was gonna pay, but honestly, yeah. I mean, the only other thing I can think of, and I don't think it would be that, is, again, just so maybe the player can relate and feel like they are growing and experiencing new things with their favorite Viera. Lena, maybe it's to give her more waifu-ness. I don't think so, but maybe just to show how young and inexperienced she could be sometime, but she's pretty seasoned. And then with Arenville, I guess, you know, he's still learning and experiencing things while
With
he
Arenville,
seems...
it's 100% so you can thirst without it feeling maybe fantasy weird.
Yeah. But I mean, that hasn't stopped some people. But I know there's a lot of other freaking weird Twitter people out there that are just like, Arenville's like 100 years old and your Warrior of Light is like 20. That's so weird. Age gaps are weird, guys. And they can be. I'm still not convinced. Seem more like a happy accident to me. I just think when it comes to fantasy races, age gaps, as long as people can still consent and within these age gaps, it shouldn't matter too much. It's all fantasy. The VR are pretty much fucking...
SGO.
Yeah. The VR are pretty much just fucking elves. Okay, I think that's another... Yeah. And then, just to make sure, Taste of the Wilds... Gentle Giants. Broken Record. Tastes Like Home. That might be a Corn Servant quest. Gotta grab that Corn Servant if I can find it. I found him! Oop. Hello, Corn Servant.
It is funny how the race of nigh immortal hunters are also the only one modeled after a prey animal.
Yeah, that's really funny. Alrighty. I think Anthony isn't around, so I think I'll have to be the Corn Servant. Oh, there you are.
No, I'm just letting you guys talk.
I'm fine. I found the Corn Servant.
Oh, okay. Oh, good to see you. Keeping your belly full throughout your adventures, I hope.
Yeah.
A most terrible stomach rumbling drew me to this place, but I'm afraid I cannot yet make my presence known to the people here. Might I beg your assistance? It is an otherwise strapping and Tonatawan man in dire need of sustenance, if you would follow me.
Gotta do that Corn Servant. It's very important. I want that minion.
Okay.
Is he in here? Or is he in the backyard? Alright, he's probably in the building? Nope,
Turn around, go back to the backyard.
Go back to the backyard?
Mm-hmm. You gotta put your camera back some, goddamn.
Look, it's hard to see sometimes.
I sense something rather dark about the hunger in his belly.
If anything, I can zoom this in because I'm not doing botany anymore. Do you feel it? That foul wind sweeping across the wilds? Things like this pain in my stomach every time I think about what I did. All I wanted was to get away from home and get out of inheriting that damn farm. I thought that if I could find ceruleum out here, I'd strike it rich. So I used every pellet to my name to buy mining equipment, and I started digging. Day in, day out, hoping to find something. Anything to recoup what I've lost. All I've found since coming here is disappointment.
Russick. Oh dear. His stomach is gripped by deepest despair. What he needs is something to rekindle the flame of hope in his belly. This should serve. Corn roasted with the fiery passion that burns in my bosom.
Okay. There you go. Roasted corn? That takes me back. Ma used to cook this stuff all the time. Gods, I was such a horrible kid. Never listened, always complained. But she loved me anyway. If anything happened to me out here, I don't want to think about it. I should go home and apologize. Maybe see about working those corn crops.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did, Russell. The roasted corn served to help remedy what ails him. Left unchecked,
Thought
his
that's what you
frustration.
think.
Yeah.
Oh hey, they're cripplingly depressed. Know
Yeah.
what will help? Corn.
Popcorn.
Carbs.
Left unchecked, his frustration may well have led to anger he could unleash on himself or others. With a full belly, however, he had the clarity of mind to remember what matters most to him: his family.
Hey!
The
Mirror
rumbling of
Lament!
belly.
Hello, thank you for the follow.
The rumbling of bellies has ceased herein. And so I believe it is time I took my leave. Take care, my friend.
Look, I don't want to butcher my names. I'm just gonna say redacted. And and then you fry it with Nepal. Oh, all right.
That's an interesting text from the leasing office.
Oh,
Attention. Water will be shut down on the properties between the 7th and the 11th.
oh wow, 4 days without water.
Each building will be affected at different times.
Oh,
So-
okay. So it's just gonna one of those days you're gonna be without water.
Mm.
What are you gonna do about like toilets and stuff though?
Don't know.
Huh. I'm guessing they're doing something with the pipes or that would warrant shutting down the water. I would absolutely fucking hate that.
Fill a large bucket with water and keep it ready. It'll give you 2 or 3 manual flushes based on size.
Yeah. I know you can buy like those big fat gallons of water at like Walmart for like $1 and some change. So having like 2 or 3 of those for manual flushing, yeah. But fuck. Only other thing I can think of is like, are y'all gonna set some fucking porta potties outside? Cause I'm sorry, I have IBS. I need access to a fucking toilet. That is not negotiable. I used to tell my boss that shit too, because there'd be times he'd be scheduling me alone or with one other person, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but if someone's on their break and I have to take a shit, someone's gonna have to fucking wait.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to fucking wait. Because I told my boss outright, I was like, if you make me hold it in and I have an accident, I quit. You're gonna pick up my shit off the floor and you're gonna look for a new fucking employee, because it ain't gonna be me. If you make me shit myself at work, I'm not coming back.
Okay.
And have fun cleaning my shit. Have fun explaining that one to the fucking customer. I saw a video a long time ago that happened in a fucking... It was like the security camera of a Starbucks, that it showed a woman that was arguing with like the barista, and then she briefly stops what she's doing, pulls down her pants and pops a squat, picks up her shit and throws it at the barista. And I saw
enough for this.
I saw that shit. It's like, no, I quit. I fucking quit. You're making me serve fucking actual monkeys. Like, no, I don't get paid enough to get thrown shit at. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, absolutely not. Fish oil candle. That is gonna smell distinctive yet not unpleasant aroma. I don't believe you. That smells like shit. It either smells like a salmon, it either smells like fucking roasted salmon, which could be good, or it just smells like fucking fish taint.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go back to the thing now that we've done this Aether quest. But yeah, no, I saw that video and I was like, no. First off, like, fucking immediately duck and miss me with that shit. I would probably actually fucking cry if that fucking touched me. That is first off, that is also a fucking biohazard. That, like, that is actually considered fucking biochemical assault.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm reaching for something behind the counter and I'm fucking, if that shit touched me, literally, I would find something behind the counter and fucking beat you with it. If I must momentarily touch it, if it touches me, it's going back in your fucking gullet. It is going down your fucking throat. Absolutely not. I will kill you on Minecraft.
You want to return to monkey? Okay,
Yeah.
we going caveman rules here.
I will, if that's how we gonna play, we going full Unga Bunga then. We going full Unga Bunga then. It's going back down your fucking throat. Fucking people don't be knowing how to fucking act.
The amount of violence I would bring.
Like that's what I mean. The amount of fucking violence I would rain down upon anybody who even so fucking dared throw any fucking bodily excrement at me. It's already enough if he fucking spit on me. To, like, throw actual shit? No. Do you know how, like, oh my god, ew. Like, I remember hearing, and this is going into, like, child studies and stuff too. I remember hearing about stuff where it's like kids like play with shit and stuff. They say this isn't quite common. And usually if kids start playing with shit, it's actually a sign of really bad abuse. But at the same time, kids are also fucking gross. A friend looked up the length of my whole arm in middle school and it gave me such an ick. Ugh. And here's the thing too, and like daycare workers will tell you this too. If a child actually fucking bites you, you need to go to the fucking hospital and get that shit properly disinfected. Kids' mouths are disgusting. Like you can actually
People's mouths in general.
Yeah, but it was something specifically about kids' mouths. That they were like, yeah, no, you gotta go to, if you get bitten by a kid and it breaks fucking skin, even if it doesn't, go to a fucking hospital to get that shit properly disinfected, because, yeah, no, kids are fucking gross.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My bracelet, thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It is a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wooklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Like, fucking dog bites are fucking cleaner than kid bites. Well, they wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. Sir, she just lived next door. Ma'am, she just lived next door.
Hey.
Regardless of how you choose to describe it, if there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift in hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Yeah, like, she's cool, but I don't know her like that, lol. I'd like you to meet... Everything I've learned about her has been against my will. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Quicana and Luini. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekoa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard, Wihuti put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekoa could find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength besides, some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right, and you'll teach us how to draw your pistols so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if it goes, blah, blah, blah. I can't read. But on the off chance it doesn't, we best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. the long ponytail. You'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here for a while yet, though do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance.
So
Well,
you're
you know-
saying he's a quick shot?
Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake? It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when the service will resume, you should speak with the station master yourself. Fucking, I guess I will. Let's do that. Station's just over there. All right. Follow our Bnuuy man. These people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
Who is that voice?
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
That's not Johnny. No, that's not Johnny.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work.
No, that's not Johnny.
It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
Sounds pretty
succession
close,
ceremony?
though.
We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
Shaho?
Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
No, it's fine.
There they are. That's them, the two volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zopia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
I love these four.
This Shadowbringer's music.
What? Is it?
Yeah.
I have the sound off. There you go.
Yeah.
There it
These are
is.
Shadowbringers. Tumbling, turning, yeah.
I wonder why they're recycling Shadowbringers
Much
music.
obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Because we're in another dusty town led by Fluffy Catman. Also, it's good that they recycle some music, honestly. Sometimes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which
There they
means
are.
if you look to the big guy's left, Right.
Yeah.
That means that.
Oh, that's why. I was gonna be like, legit. I was like, honestly, I want them to reuse like more other expansion music, because sometimes during MSQ they be using the same fucking music. So much so that it's like, there have been some videos kind of poking fun at that. They call it like the MSQ soundtrack. Like anytime you freaking like the team is discussing battle strategies and shit, they're always like, "Hey, do you like the PvP arena?" There you go. That's the song you hear all the fucking time. So I like that. That's cute. I like that they're referencing Reflections here. But you happen to be a fan of trolleys.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no
Aww.
match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Oh, that's fine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty,
I mean,
you
this
should
is
visit the depot
wife.
behind the platform.
That's really cute. I really like that they did that.
The reflections are reflections.
I
They
really
had to be
like
somewhere.
that. They're shards. Yeah, they had to be somewhere. I really like that they did that.
Which means Tyrell.
Right then.
It means Nordfriend.
Like
This is the Tyrell version for Nordfriend.
Timber.
I love it.
That means even more credence to the fact that the Raktika and the Jaltika are connected. I know Norvrent, its sections are more based on Eorzea, but now I kind of want to believe the other thing too. The Raktika and the Jaltika are more parallel. I like that. That's cool.
We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
Yeehaw. Which means this whole time, the funny trolley men, which they have all been saying yeehaw accents instead.
Yep. It is interesting to see that, you know, they are the same species as their shards. I know it's the same thing with the Horsefant shard that you see on the first as well.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that didn't quite meet it was China's and Sid.
Yeah.
Like that one was the one that was not supposed to be as obvious.
Yeah.
But it's also really cute to think about the fact that even there's something there's something very romantic about the fact that even despite being like differing shards from different worlds, they still ended up together.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Though no small number live in Shaolani, I must confess I've never visited the home of the Hetsaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. Let's follow what's-her-face. What's-their-face? There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you'll see it from the outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you can probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Senza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do. Let's get to it.
So...
See you later. Suppose there's no harm stopping at the station. It's on the way, after all. Alrighty. Well, that's probably on the way to an Aether point, too, so let's go! southeast. Really? We're not closer to anything? I mean, there's still... We're probably going to be up at that town soon, so we won't worry about it. Bnuuy. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods through the wilds now. Right. Mewehet Sotan should be in the northeast. Let's continue on. Yum to the southeast. We're getting closer. Oh, I see. Oh. Ah, fuck. What the fuck are you?
Weird lizard.
Excuse me.
That's you.
Here you go. Let me lick the aether right before I forget.
While you go grab those two, I'll eat my lunch and drink tea.
Oh no, the Vista was really close to the aetherite. I'm just gonna lick it first. But I guess if you're gonna take a sec, southeast.
I mean the two currents.
Two currents? Are they? Oh, there's one. Look, are they that close? What's the next one?
The other is across the lake.
Oh, that makes sense. Let's see, and then that will... That will just leave two more afterwards. Actually, can I just swim across the lake? Just easier that way. There it is. Alrighty. yeah, deep. Oh. Probably good for fishing and botany. There you go. I was like, how to go back up again? Oh, they're wearing war gear. Such beauty. I know more than a few gleaners who would love to explore this land. Oh, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I never had direct dealings with the people of Mewehetsoen. But I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Keeping an eye on the time. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of Shoshoneswazi Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of the Mewehetsoen, and this is my son, Shepetto. Pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I'm Walika, the station master of Jacques Tourelle Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks and required timber to make repairs. Polo and Arenvel, we volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. Your most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of tender grass of lands unknown. I gather you are not from these lands. Yep, no, I hail from Eosia. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you've seen. I'm told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love of her lands and her children. The Hetso in particular have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason I believe that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see, the word Hetso, it means leader of souls in Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among Hetsaro. Here, we look to the Ronik for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, that does not mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. Is it the railroad? We will furnish you with the timber you acquire, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now if you follow me. Ear wiggle. The little Mikote ear wiggles are cute. See.
Fluffy tail.
Oh yeah, that's from the war gear, definitely. That's the war gear.
They are most willing to trade, but they are concerned about the tapestry and destiny. and a certain predilection of yours to manifest it.
I like how, like, as you get further away, it's harder to hear the... I think that's a... I could be wrong because I'm not super well versed in Native American culture, but I think that might be reference to not a peace pipe, because a peace pipe is something you smoke from, but definitely one of the woodwinds that they have. Let's see. Yeah, your fluffy tail. That one's, yeah, that's the warg set.
Also, and this might get to yapping, so fair warning.
That's fair. Independent mender. Yeah. Fish. Of course, the kitties like fishies. They live so close to a lake, so of course. As they do, we move with them. Wise way we make our homes of sticks and skins rather than bricks and boards, but we might pack them up and follow after our hetso. Wherever the Ronik roam, that place is Mewa Hetson.
It's kind of insanely telling how utterly unbothered and unrepentant we are as a people in history that we still, to this day, near 300 years later, still have never made a proper term to refer to indigenous Americans.
Well, at the same time, there's so many, aren't there so many tribes that they don't want to be lumped in as just one name? Like there's like the Chippewa, there's the Powhatan, there's the Cherokee. There's so many tribes that they don't want to just be lumped together. Or am I wrong? I don't know.
There are, and that's valid.
Like that's why we don't have a concrete name for them other than indigenous, because there's so many tribes. And then on top of that, because of how when things modernized, then you had a lot of people who mixed. So then you have tribes that are a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then those tribes also eventually did mix with settlers and immigrants, and that's why you have now the only way they can really know whether they're indigenous or not is through family lines and blood quantums. Because I know that like depending on some areas and some reservations, if you have any bit, then you are considered indigenous and you are entitled to the benefits that it gives you. And then there are some reservations where you need to be at least like an eighth to a fourth to an eighth.
But the most common term is still American Indian, which is basically just mocking an explorer and the mislabeled people through designation for centuries.
I've just heard that the correct term is just the indigenous peoples. That they don't really like being called indigenous Americans or Native Americans. They just like being called I am indigenous, or they'll just tell you what their tribe is. The tent is made with the hide of bones of Ronik. I wonder what else they are used for here. If they follow the Ronik with the seasons, it makes sense that they would live in tents that can be broken down and transported easily. My brother-in-law just prefers native. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Varendell. Hello. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronik have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. Like, another reason I kind of know this is Canada. I almost said Canada. Is Canada also kind of has a similar thing with the indigenous. They also call them in Canada. I hear it more often here than in the States. But First Nations,
I think that's the closest thing to an encompassing term they have for them is First Nations. At least in Canada. I don't know if the state uses the term. But in Canada, the term that's used often is First Nations, to essentially establish that they were here first. And I only know a little bit about that sort of stuff because Jester's nephew, his birth father, potentially has some First Nations blood in him, which meant that the nephew might have a certain amount of blood in him, which they had to go through a whole thing to see if they qualified for that, because if they did, then again, as a First Nations, he'd be eligible for, again, certain benefits and stuff. I don't know all of them, but I know one of them is the potential to essentially get, like, free or reduced college. And I think another thing is you get certain tax exemptions, for being First Nations. But I don't know much else, and I don't know the nitty-gritty of that. A stable near, Huswat, we mentioned that. Do you know what caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Shaolauni has undergone a transformation. Shaolaun, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, I said it wrong. I'm well aware I said it wrong. Holy shit. My brain, like, keeps flipping the letters and I'm dumb. And the railroads are a part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronik are
Yet I can
sensitive
get more
creatures.
behind that term.
Yeah.
The issue with native is that it implies the rest of us aren't. Granted, at that point you'd have to get into things like, how far back does your ancestry have to go to be considered native to a region?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only crutch with native is that it kind of excludes people that have immigrant parents but happen to be born here. It kind of doesn't, it's a bit, it doesn't quite go into it. Wood bunny, want bunny, bunny buns tasty. Hi, I'm at work, so just dropping the same joy. Hi, alala. Damn it, I was born the wrong kind of Indian and don't have that. I don't think any of this applies in Europe, unfortunately. I know that there are some, there are some tribes in, like, Europe that are, like, their own equivalent of First Nations, but it's not the same as the ones here in the States, in North America, or South America. I think South America doesn't really have anything like that, because almost everyone in South America has some sort of ancestry there. I could be wrong, I don't know. But with America and Canada specifically, they have something like that. I just don't know too much about the States, because the only reason I know what I do know from here is because there was the potential that Tristan's nephew might have been First Nations. And what that could have meant in terms of custody. As strong as resilience may seem, Ronik are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. Yeah, Europe is a soup. There's none of that here. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaro, but all of Shaolauni.
And granted, I do understand that the US is a tiny baby diaper nation in terms of age, so I could accept that they don't consider colonial status to be lost in under 300 years. I'd say it's a bit arbitrary, but I could respect the assertion.
Yeah, that's why I feel like, and again, I have heard from people that they prefer either indigenous peoples, or First Nations. And I think First Nations, again, at least in Canada, is the more widely accepted term. They are the nations that were here first. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of the Valkoana. Yeah, Valkoana. Valkoana, you say? We know him through, only
New
through
Worlders
rumors.
would also work.
Yeah. We only know him through rumors, but he's apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof. He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Oh, they don't really like him. But mind your tongue, Geppetto.
It's also that thing of like, at the same time, Lynn, it's like you could use New Worlders, but again, that means it doesn't mean it, but it could potentially mean that then you'd have to look at the ancestors of people who didn't come here through colonization, that came here through the slave trade. And it's like, what would you, I guess you could designate them New Worlders, but would that be something that they would accept, considering the fact that their family lineage was brought to where it is now by force, by no means of their own, and things like that. It's trying to
I mean for indigenous.
Oh, okay, you mean for indigenous, yeah. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, never mind. Because I was gonna say, I was like, it's kind of hard when it comes to like sorting out the rest. But yeah, no, in terms of indigenous, yeah, fine. While there's a grain of truth to the rumors, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed him for the better. He's a bit awkward, but he tends to get misunderstood. He is a passionate man who cares for his people, just like his sister. Is that so? That's certainly a side of him we weren't aware of.
I'm going for one. Give it to them straight.
Yeah. Polo fought besides Valkona in the Rite of Succession. I take her word over rumors. You took part in the Rite of Succession? You're that close to the Dawn Servants? I was grateful for any help, but I had no idea I'd recruited a bona fide hero. I mean, I didn't say anything. The succession of Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there's clearly much we do not know.
Oh, if you think that's impressive. Anyway, carry on.
On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we see Valkona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. The less for us to carry around when we fucking move. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronik foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if needs be, we'll seek Valkona's counsel. My thanks again for your time in the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. Alrighty. We've got about half an hour that we can still keep going. That way, when we wrap up, I can still take some time to wash my hair and stuff and get ready for Zelda. Today's supposed to be a roleplay heavy session probably, huh? You have to carry all this back to the station? You have more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands on a Ronik? I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. Right, new weapon time. But is it better than what I've got? I'm thinking
probably not.
I'm thinking today's session is probably going to be a bit roleplay heavy. I have a couple ideas of what Polo might want to do if we're definitely heading into like final battle territory. All right, you like the ice cream art? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I saw it and I fucking love it so much, and I'm so sorry that I've been like so fucking dumb lately and like absorbed in things. It's so fucking good. Yeah, I have this though. Did I? Oh, I opened the coffer. The Casio weapon. Did I see this already? Oh yeah. High quality. Probably still not as good though. Vitality, critical hit. Not as much determination. It's only a
Let
couple.
me deliver this crate and I'll look.
Oh no, I'm looking at mine right now. The Mandervillis cane is short 2 points in vitality. Critical hit, it's short 3 points. Mind, it's short about 17 points. Determination, the Mandervillis cane still has a lot more, almost 100%, 100 points more. And then the Mandervillis cane has spell speed, which the Acacia does not have. Hope it made you wonder what the fuck was the art gonna be in
Yeah,
that
the
slightly
Mandervillis is still better.
Mandervillis is still better. I knew it definitely involved something like ice cream. I know it definitely involved ice cream. I'll close it. Alright. While we wait, we can get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Alrighty. Up. 2 minutes.
The over 100 more determination is worth the other stats being lower.
Yeah. I think that's an Aether quest back there too.
But we're at a point where they're roughly equatable with a slight favor to our relic. Next one will be a slight upgrade.
Probably, yeah. Well, the next one will we'll probably have one more weapon and then it's gonna be the class set, if not the class set next. I think this should be enough. That was mighty kind of you to remove all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we prepare the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right? As much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available.
Yeah, and our relic will still be a valid weapon choice until we get our class set.
Yeah. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid. But you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. Hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nito Wekui will be driving. No engineer compares to her. It's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shenza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shalawani you're keen to see, I'll have you leave. I'll leave you to it. Well, first is an Aether quest.
Yep, doing it.
Yeah. God, that's far away. I wanna fly. I wanna fly. Fly. Flash. Flash. Let's see. That'll be another Aether quest, and there's 2 more we need to find. There'll probably be 1 more area, and then that'll have an Aether quest, and then there's MSQ. Me thinks it's over there. Meow. Meow. Let me see. Ah, get wrecked.
Hey.
Look at my big brain. My big brain is so big. Does mean I can't help though. Uh-oh. Meow. Meow.
Yet if I wasn't here, your big brain would fail you.
It's a big brain! Meow. Meow. Look, they didn't say we had to fight them. They just said take it back to the owner, not take it back to the owner. Fight on the way there. My brain is still huge and wrinkled.
Sure.
They're right here. Where's my fucking calf? This one's my calf! Where is it? Okay. Oh wait, I have to click destination. I was like, I didn't leave my cow.
So wrinkled.
I was like, I didn't leave my cow behind. It's so wrinkled. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Alright. We'll probably call it after this then.
Alrighty.
Depending on how long these cutscenes are.
Time to put it on auto and finish eating.
Yeah.
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with.
Not like trolleys.
But we'll keep working.
They're perfect.
We'll hone
Heh.
our craft and continue expanding till one day our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream.
Oh yeah,
Eh.
connecting continents and regions together.
Yeah.
Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Uh-oh.
Hey, look, it's an explosion.
Not another one? You can't be serious.
Bravo, is that you?
Oh.
I've been waiting for this so long.
Gods have mercy.
Oh, fuck.
No.
What the fuck?
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train. Nitowikwe and the others.
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now.
I came here, it was Bnuuy man time, so I came here. Hi, Bun Bun. Hi, Bun Away. Hello, strapping Bun Man.
Oh hey, this looks like an opportunity to indulge in a personal hobby.
It's also spoiler time. It's on site.
Hey, what's that there? That looks spooky
What?
and familiar.
Strapping? Strapping. Have you ever heard of the term
No.
strapping? Run away, come on, strapping. Like, that's good. That's a good term, right? That's a compliment, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
I'll get a drink. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
We need to follow that ass ship. Hmm. Oh my god.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Oh.
Yep.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Yeah! What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
They're bitches. What in the fucking Star Wars?
Hey, look, laser guns. Oh, hey, look.
Someone help me, please! Oh, oh.
Oh.
What in the League Project skins?
Robot really looked at them like, oh hell no, this goofy ass really got me with their Walmart ass knife.
Oh, hey, what's that?
I don't know, you wanna let me find out? What the fuck?
What did it just do?
Is that Buko Jaja? There he is.
Thank you. Save the things. Just get to safety.
Quickly to the taco time bunker.
Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun. Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
Thanks, Jar Jar. Oh my god, they got Luigi's vacuum.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
What a legend.
Oh, it's finally time for the other bitch in the poster to fucking appear. Oh, Kona's in the palace and probably Garul Jaja. We're gonna find Kona? Oh, there they are. Oh, hey, Cut and Ram is alive.
Yeah, he is.
What the fuck?
That you should still live.
Sriracha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for
You
peace.
will try.
And thus unite the world.
Yes.
You understand, they offered me enough shrimp for a lifetime. He's still about that. He's still about that, like, no. I need to plunge the world to shit so that they can realize how good they have it when I decide it's fixed now.
What has changed you so much and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
Daddy, no! Oh, okay, you missed.
Wasn't aiming for.
He missed.
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait. I should be the one to do this.
He's my brother, Papa.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
I don't think Daddy's gonna make it.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Why did you think he was dead? This has all happened in the span of a week. Either that or he just is pretty much saying you've always been dead to me, but like... I mean, a week is like 40 years in
He's
internet
almost
time.
certainly possessed by the voice.
Hmm.
Farewell, Sorolja, my son. And forgive me.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Mm-mm.
Not the res sound effects.
not the resurrection.
Hey, look, the sound effect is canon now.
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, they got the red ore. That means they're stronger and eviler. Oh.
Papa?
Fuck. Ripping Pepsi. Damn. No, I knew Daddy wasn't gonna make it, but fuck. That was dirty.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
Hold on, I'm a white mage.
Sriracha!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did, Father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Sriracha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
That's a fucking nasty gash. I don't think Daddy's gonna make it. Still breathing though. Imagine being a cutscene skipper.
Yeah, right.
You're just like, oh, all aboard the funny choo-choo train. And then you skip the cutscene and Daddy's fucking...
Here. Yep.
Oh, he's still alive.
Hi Keaton Ram, you good?
12 have mercy. How did you live? I mean, they probably kept you alive to be like, where the fuck is it? We did everything we could, everything, but it simply wasn't enough. I can scarcely believe my eyes. How could this happen? Father, no, this cannot be. Okay, well, we've got to turn in the quest. I at least want to turn in the quest. We've got a bit more time. We got to say bye to Daddy. No, Papa can't die. He can't. Now's not the time.
Don't you love it? Anyway,
Okay,
welcome to the halfway point.
Okay, well, it's not okay. I thought we were gonna get at least a cutscene and then.
Oh, that's next.
Bro, according to my expert medical eye, the diagnosis is bro's dead. No, look, he's breathing. Look.
As long as you never progress the story, I'll just lie there gasping for air for the rest of his life.
I'm gonna say I want to see. I need to see this cutscene. I need to. How could this happen? Okay, we're just not. Okay, game.
It's always been like that. Don't be surprised.
Shush. Rip and Skibbity. And keep trying.
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Oh, but Daddy.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
Yeah, bud, I'm here, bud. I'm here, bud.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Look after my children. What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor. You and I must go on another journey together someday. Hi, you can count on it.
God, he's so sculpted.
Glamat. Kona.
Oh, baby, please.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save their strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Baby girl, don't cry. At a time like this, we must take the initiative. There will be countless people in need of help.
The reel is incredibly dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand. If only I'd been more careful. We must see to the people, assess casualties, as well as any damage done to the city. Yes. Galu Jaja was so proud to be succeeded by his children, to think that he will never get to see them carry on his legacy. What can we do now?
Sad to
Yeah.
about music.
Yeah, the throne's been cut in half.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate Zeralda.
Oh. Right. So, Val Wuklamat, Val Kona, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the lands guards have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we'll continue to do all that we can.
It's even worse when you consider his reasons are mind-numbingly dumb.
Oh yeah. I thank you for the report. Please inform the guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. People, I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you, thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphino and Alize, can you take Bayside Bevy and Kral and Ehrenvel at the palace perimeter? As for Polo, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Right.
Yep.
Alright, I think I'll probably leave things here, since all we need to really do is explore a perimeter. I mean...
Let's see what the city looks like.
Yeah, let's go see. Let's go check it out. We've got 5 minutes. Triple triad matches are allowed in the current... Yeah, sure, because that's what I want to do, is... fucking triple triad. Oh, wait, hold on.
It ain't looking too hot. Especially the skybox. Fuck me. It is an easier second viewing.
Well, at least this area looks fine. Befuddled citizen. He said he looked like Zeralja. That can't be true. Why would the first promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What will we do if he does? I don't know why I flipped through that so quickly. We had peace under Galul Jaja. We were safe, but now... To be fair, Galul Jaja didn't have to worry about fucking... a fucking airstrike, bruh. I wouldn't blame Wuklamat just yet for that. Okay, I don't know why I jumped off when I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally been about 5 minutes since that cutscene. People are still in shell shock.
Yeah. They killed and killed with no hesitation.
Man,
Can you still see the
Yeah,
the
you can. If you look out where the dockyard is, where you walked in on, that's where they are.
Alright, I can't see them from here, so I've got to go a little bit higher up.
Also, it might be because it's shitty fog all day, all the time on our server for some reason.
That would probably also do it, yeah. My husband and son.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there they are. You just saw a glimpse of them. Turn left, up in the sky.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah. They're just there.
Okay, there's one more person around here.
So yeah, that certainly just transpired.
Yeah. Anybody around here? No.
I can't for the life of me remember where the last one would even be. So
Probably a little bit up. It'll tell me they're down if I go up. Yeah, they are.
Engie.
Where were Val, Wuklamot, and Valkona? I'm not to blame, I understand I do, but I need to clear my head. Yeah, it's not their fault in this aspect. They... nobody saw this coming. The only reason we do is because we're also the viewer, but like, where Light didn't fucking know. Here we go, there's Wuklamot.
How the fuck you anticipate that happening?
Yeah, like, what do you do with that?
And Zeraldra got big.
Yeah.
He used to be around the same height as Wuklamot. He just fucking dwarfs her now.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually did kind of know Zariel JA was going to become a huge problem.
Oh yeah, we knew he was gonna be a problem. You finished
But
dating the people here.
You weren't ready for this kind of problem. Fuck me.
Yeah.
This is a bad kind of problem.
Thank you. They were children among the wounded. Children. No, now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go by and see how things are in Talon March, and afterwards go to find Alize and Bayside Bevy? Oh, what happened? Daddy's dead. I see you're in the second half. Yeah, now we're in the second half. Okay. Now for real, we've got to stop. I gotta get ready for Zelda. I gotta take a shower and wash my hair. Yep. I just wanted to get the big orange circles off, and I honestly shouldn't have talked to Wuklamot, but it is what it is. We're gonna stop here. Man.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck waiting a week for this. It's gonna suck waiting the week.
Yeah, well.
We will definitely continue with this on Sunday. Saturday, there's probably not going to be a stream. I mentioned it earlier, but for those who weren't around, we're probably not going to have a stream on Saturday due to Canadian Thanksgiving. It's next Monday, but we're being invited to celebrate it early. If things change, you'll know when I stream. But as far as I know, we're probably not going to be one on Saturday. And then we will be back on Sunday for some more Dawntrail. Monday, it'll be a coin toss between whether I choose to get 16, because even though we played the demo, I still don't have it. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna think about if I want the complete edition or the base game. So we'll find out next week if we play either we start getting more into 16, or if we continue with Dawntrail. Hey, my red die sold. Hell
but
yeah.
Guy whose entire motivation is, I wanna inflict untold suffering on my people, so they'll appreciate peace more when I stop. The sheer amount of stupid.
It's very fucking stupid.
It's absolute insanity.
It's also a very entitled, like, holier than thou perspective. I know what's good for the people. I'm the one that knows best, and that's we all in some way, shape, or form have dealt with somebody who thinks that they should be some sort of that there's some authority on a matter when really they fucking don't know shit. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, this cost us Daddy.
This cost a lot of people.
This cost a lot of people. This cost Daddy. And now it seems like the other chick, whoever she is, now she's gonna be appearing in this picture. But obviously, this definitely speaks out to the City of Gold, whatever the City of Gold is. It's clearly a technologically advanced hidden. Oh, did you enjoy the 16 demo? It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I still have to get the full game. I don't have it yet. But again, I'm still deciding between if I want to get the complete edition or if I want to just get the base game, because the complete edition has the DLC, and I was surprised because I didn't think 16 had DLC. But I have to weigh the options because they're both the base game is like over 67 bucks, and then the complete edition is like $100.
Which doesn't mean buy it, since I noticed the person who asked is Crazy Fox.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't mean buy it. It doesn't mean buy it. It's just I want to weigh the options before I consider getting it.
They're about to say too late. I can feel it.
Oh, I'm still thinking about it. We'll see if we get it between now and next Monday, because I also do really want to get more into Dawntrail. But yeah, it's been really good. That being said, there is on Wednesday, we're all going to be having a little collaboration with Nightshade. So me, Anthony, Lynn, and Nightshade, we're all going to be playing Content Warning. So that'll be on Wednesday. It'll be probably in the latter half of... Wait, do you have Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday,
I thought
Anthony?
that was Thursday.
I have to double check, because Anthony, don't you have Kingdom Hearts on Wednesday?
Yeah, that's why last night was talking about Tuesday and Thursday, Nightshade said.
Oh. I know we talked about Wednesday because that way Nightshade could have Thursday off. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out again. I completely forgot about Kingdom Hearts when we were talking about it. Okay. We'll figure that out, but we are planning on doing something during the week with Content Warning, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. But until then, it is time for us to head out. I'm gonna check out really quick who we can pass a raid along to. Let's see who's current. Oh, Scylla? Is Scylla streaming? Yes.
Yeah.
Scylla is currently... Okay, they are BRB right now. But they are currently playing... I think they're playing Until Dawn. Yes, they are. We are gonna heckin' raid Scylla. We have... It's gonna be a small pepperoni raid, but that's okay. I'm gonna heckin' raid over there to them. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I will see you either sometime during the week, or we will see you on Sunday. Saturday, again, I'm not gonna say for sure. We'll see what happens, but we're probably gonna see you sometime during the week or Sunday. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. If you're going to be over at Summoners Network for some Zelda, I hope to see you guys there. And have a heckin' good night. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.